In this video, I am going to try to do two things. I'm going to get our floor joist system in, and I would also like to put the roof on our structure. I'm starting here on the home page just to show you what mine looks like. You can see the different families that I've been working with, and you can see the different models that I'm working with. So instead of having to go to open and into my files all the time, I could just go ahead and click on the Marvel residence that we're working in. So here we are on the first floor plan, and we're going to come up here to the architecture tab and the floor option in our ribbon and go to architecture. Now we can go ahead and click on all of these walls, making sure that pink line is on the interior part of the wall. We know that our beams are under this wall right here horizontally and this wall right here. So technically, we could take this and adjust it and get our floor joist system in the way that we want them to. Now, your lines, you're going to see these double lines right here. Your lines might be going horizontally and not vertically, and I'll show you how to change that in 1 second. But here's the grips. So will the grips, I want to, let's see, I want to grab this line. It's not going to let me, so I want to move this line here to bring it down to here. No, it's not letting me do that. All right, so we're going to go ahead and once you do those 4 walls, click on the green arrow to complete it, and then we're going to edit the boundary line. So we're going to take that line. So sometimes in the roof plan, we can adjust it while we're drawing, and I'm going to show you that as part of this video, as part of this exercise. But anyways, this one we had to complete it, and then we had to edit it. So I'm going to take the move, and I'm going to take that end of line, and I'm going to bring it so it is here instead. So on the inside part of this wall. And then I'm going to go ahead and click on the check mark. And then if you go back to edit boundary for 1 second, span direction. So whenever we have this edit boundary, click on span direction if your lines are not going vertical, if they're going horizontal, because what that means is it's the direction of your joists. Our joists are going from front to beam, beam to beam, and beam to the back. So I'm going to click OK because mine's already set, and then I'm just going to hit escape, and then the floor joist system goes away. Now if I jump over to one of my elevations, I can see, look at here, that's my floor joist system right there. So again, there's my floor joist system there. Okay, back to the first floor plan. I'm going to go back to floor, architecture, and I'm taking these 4 walls again. Did it allow me to do it to here? Yes, it did allow me to do it to there. So I did it to the beam, right? Because I got these in first. And then I do have to clean some stuff up because as you can see, this pink line is going all the way down there. So let me see if it'll allow me to, nope, okay, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. Lines cannot, no, they can't because I want to edit them. So let's see, adjust. Let's do boundary line. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to use that fillet command, and I'm going to connect my lines together because I want that line to go right straight across. I'm going to go ahead and click on that green arrow, but I'm going to do that edit boundary again because I want to take this line and I want to move it to here. Sorry if there happens to be a skip in this video at this moment. My computer crashed on me, and so I'm picking up where I left off. I hope. Anyways, so my joists are within my 2 beams, right? Here's, they're going in the right direction. I'm clicking on this. Yes, I want to save my project. And there it is right there. Excellent. So I'm going to do escape. I'm going back to my floor. architecture, choosing my walls. Oh, look at this. As I'm doing this, I can actually adjust it. So this one would be up here. Nope, it doesn't want to do that. Okay, it's not going to let us do that with the joist, huh? Okay, fine. We're going to hit OK. Highlighted floors are overlapping. Yes, I know this. And I'm going to say highlighted floors are overlapping. Okay, and then did it adjust itself? It may have. Let's go to our elevation and take a look. There it is. So I have this going here. That's the middle one in between our two beams. And then we have another run of floor joists. Okay, so you should have your floor joist systems in. Don't forget to make sure that the joists are going in the correct location. And now let's go ahead and get our window header heights in place. So why do we want to do this? Well, when we go over to our elevations, you're going to see that our windows are super high up, right? And we can see that we have 9-foot ceilings. Let's go over to one of the other elevations that has our doors. So our doors sit right on our finished floor, right? And typically our door height is 6 foot 8.5 inches. You usually want all of your windows and exterior door top of to match across the entire building. So if you do want a taller window and a 9-foot ceiling height, wall height, we could add a transom over the front door. Or we could get an 8-foot tall door because you need about a foot, okay? A foot for a header height. So let's go over here. I still have, when I was on the first floor plan, let's get one of the front windows actually because we're on that front elevation. And I'm going to go back over to the south elevation there and you can see that the window's highlighted. Again, from the first floor plan to the elevation, any changes I do are going to replicate in either or. I come over here to my properties. I can play around with the sill height, but I prefer, just my design mind, I prefer changing the header height, okay? And I'm going to call this header height 8 feet. And I'm going to hit apply. And you can see that it just shifted down slightly. And where's that repeat edit, right? Where is that repeat edit? On my soft plan program, I can right click and recent repeat edit. Nope, repeat edit. So anyways, on my soft plan program, I double click and I have a little toolbar that comes up and there's this repeat edit. We can also click on, come on, I'm going to go back to the floor plan then, and I'm going to hit Control, and I'm going to go ahead and I'm just going to click all my windows. Now, I could also do something else. Let me just get through this piece. All right, if I click on all of those windows, multiple families, where's my header height? Let's see if it'll allow me to do this. 8 feet, apply, everything shifts, okay? So that's one way of doing it. The other way of doing it, escape, the other way of doing it is over here, and I might be off my screen right now for video, but over in the lower right corner, it is the, let's see, what is it? Refines the element categories selected in the view. I have 0 right now. But if I went ahead and I highlighted my entire drawing, okay, and then I look back down, I have 110 elements. If I click on this little icon in your lower right corner, you're going to see we can filter out every single thing except, we don't want doors, except windows. I can click OK, and it highlights them instead of me going and clicking all of them one by one. So that lower right corner, you can see right now I have 18 elements that I can select from and I can manipulate. So that's kind of a cool little tool to do things a little bit quicker through the program, save time. Okay, let's move on to the roof, see if I can get the roof done in this 15-minute video for you. Up here in the ribbon, you're going to see roof. And if we look at that arrow, we could do a roof by footprint, roof by extrusion, and roof by face. So we're going to do a roof by footprint. Let me just tell you what the roof's going to be. We're going to have an 8-inch pitch, and I would like to have a 10-inch overhang. It's going to be a gabled roof on the east and west side of the building. So I'm going to start by going to the roof by footprint. And what you're doing is you're clicking on, and see where my highlighted line is? It's on the outside. If I shift my cursor over, it's going to jump to the inside. I don't want my roof on the inside, do I? I want my roof on the outside. Oh, excuse me. We need to first choose the roof that we're going to use. Wood wrapper, we're not doing generic, so we're going to be doing asphalt shingles, roof rafters. I think we could get away with a 2x8 because this is just a simple, one roof structure. So go ahead and do that. Overhang you're going to see up top. Actually, the 1 foot overhang is pretty nice. So, but I'm going to go down to that 10-inch because it's more typical. Even though you guys know I'm not too typical myself with designing or building, but that's okay. Offset, no, base level first floor, we're good there. We could get into the rafter cut, the fascia depth. There's so many different things that we can adjust to get our design of our roof to what our client's needs and wants and architectural style is all about. Take a look up at our modify area. You want to make sure that you're picking the walls. We can draw these lines as well too if we have a different kind of roof, but for this exercise we're just picking on the walls, okay? And then define slope. You want this clicked on for the hip side of your roofs and clicked off for the gable sides. So if I want to pick my left wall first, I'm going to take this off and, oh, I don't think I did the pitch yet, but that's okay. And I'm going to click on this wall. You can see that it has arrows, so I can flip it back and forth. I can do my grips right now as well too. Then I'm going to click the define slope back on, and I'm going to click on this one. And then that's where my pitch is going to come up because that's the hip side, right? That's the one, that's the part of the roof that's going to go at an angle. I told you I would like to have an 8-inch pitch, so you can change that right here as we're designing our roof. I just hit the enter button after that. Going back to clicking off define slope for gable end, making sure my overhang's on the outside, and going back to define slope and making sure my overhang's on the outside. Again, this is a nice simple roof. If we have time, maybe we can add a little porch roof to this so we can play around with the secondary roof coming into here, but let's just go ahead and click on the green arrow. Would you like to attach the highlighted walls to the roof? No, but I do want the exterior ones done. So let's go ahead and attach them right now. We could always unattach them. What's happening? Expand. So you're going to get this instances. Is it not cut into anything? Yeah, I probably should not have done that. So if I go ahead and go backwards, let's see. That's a great thing about undo, isn't it? Oh, look, you can also see the 10-inch overhang here and everything else. Click the arrow. No, we don't want to attach these, okay? And then you're going to get this roof structure here, and you can go ahead and click escape on that. And then we can go to our 3D structure, and I have to change where it is located. Look at it's located on my floor choice. So if I click on this, my base level is 2nd floor. I think I should be doing the roof, and then we could go back over to the 3D. Nope, there it is right there. We can extend these walls up. We'll work on that on the next video. But there you have it. We have a gable roof on our house. We have our window height. We have our floor joist system. And the next video, the next exercise we do,
we'll get this gable up in here and whatnot.